No, but I know that.
Everything now they're not paying them their tax. Like get down the evictions program.
So the evictions were halted. They were stopped for a few months. But now, beginning today, March 1st, the courts will begin the process to move the evictions forward, unless there is another delay. There's more police on this side over here, and just surrounding the whole area.
They're looking to get arrested today. No one here is looking to. This is not supposed to be a high risk act.
Okay.
So please, if we escalate there, please. I'm right over here. My name is Xander. I actually work in this building. Let me know.
Okay, you work here.
Well, like you said, we're here to support you. And, you know, this way everyone is safe. So whatever you need from us, let us know.
Speak to anyone who is here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so
We're here to work together.
Are you looking to march?
we're in the whole street. Yeah. We're probably going to move a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you know where we're going, but when we are going, I'll let you know where we're going, and I'll be at the back. I'm right here.
No, that's fine.
All right, and we're right here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry. Does anybody know why there's so much police presence?
They have nothing better to do. Yeah. Maybe there's going to be some kind of an action that.
Yeah, I can't believe how many.
Yeah, right. There's 10 times more cops than there is people.
Yeah.
Where were they last a year ago? There's a surge.
Right.
I'm not here.
Oh, you've been here to other previous rallies and demonstrations.
I went to Crown Heights Tennis Union.
Have you ever seen this many police?
Never, not even a fraction of this.
Why do you think that they have this many cops out here today?
Maybe it's the landlords organizing some fight back of a nature. I'm not sure right. Not sure right yet.
Can you tell
But
me?
we're strong. We're strong. Today, people are at work and so on. But we have a housing movement, citywide, nationwide.
Yeah, we've been here. I mean, I've lost track of how many times we were here last year. Out of necessity, not because we wanted to be, but and we've never been violent. We never rioted. So coming out here this morning and seeing police at every intersection. This is actually might be the first time it looks like they may actually outnumber actual protesters. And yeah, it's just uncalled for. It's, we don't have a history of violence. They do. They're the ones who have a history of violence. And so for them to show up with this many police, it's just...
So you said they got a call? Was there an anonymous call?
Yeah, that's what one of my comrades just said, that they had got a report that we were going to riot. And so that's why they showed up in force. And again, we don't have a history of rioting, so yeah, it's just insane.
All evictions gotta stop. All evictions gotta stop. All evictions gotta stop. All evictions gotta stop.
We're here today because it's March 1st, and we know that the eviction protections for some of our New Yorkers are coming to an end. And evictions are going to start. And we know right now how dangerous evictions are in the middle of a pandemic.
We need to make sure that we're out here today because we know there should be one priority in the state of New York when it comes to housing, and that is making sure that every single New Yorker is housed safely and no evictions take place in this city or in this state.
The moratorium on evictions is a Black Lives Matter issue, it is a Brown Lives Matter issue, it is an Asian Lives Matter issue, it is a working class issue. Alright? This is something that covers everything. Over 25% of New Yorkers have not paid rent since the beginning of the pandemic. That is over 1 million New Yorkers that will be evicted should they decide to move forward on evictions. That's your family members, that's your friends, that's your comrades. That's some of these idiots too, probably. You guys are next. Y'all are gonna get evicted when you lose your jobs. So I think that it's important not only to mention that we need to be out in the streets every single day demanding these actual, fundamental working class changes, We cannot ask for a freeze on rent. It has to be canceled.
This is the bill. This is the cancel rent bill. The real one. The real one. Introduced by State Senator Julia Salazar and Assemblymember Yulian New, based on the demands of the Housing Justice for All and Right to Counsel and every other tenant coalition that exists in New York. This is what we want, all right? We want rent cancellation for all tenants. We want mortgage relief for homeowners. We want relief for small landlords. We do not want relief for Blackstone. We do not want relief for Pinnacle. We do not want relief for Ecolius. And we do not want relief for the banks.
So this bill is the, I think it's labeled the something like housing relief for all. It was originally called the cancel rent bill, but it is a bill that just fully cancels the rent for all tenants in New York State. It also provides a small landlord and nonprofit landlord and basically like a hardship fund for landlords, where they will pool the money that the federal government sends, which is I think $1.3 billion, and then whatever money we can raise in revenue over the course of the coming months, hopefully by taxing the rich, all of that would be put in a pool of money, and instead of asking tenants to be means tested as for the relief, landlords would have to do that. So instead of millions of tenants, it would be thousands of landlords, and that way we make sure that the landlords that actually need the money are getting the money. This is something that they've done with tenants for centuries. So, but it's unwieldy and basically impossible to cover everyone if you're doing means testing. Undocumented folks are going to be left out. People who work in the gig economy, people who have been picking up jobs here and there to cover during the pandemic, they're going to be left out. This bill covers all of them and makes sure that we have and it ensures that we have the protections that we need for tenants who are in this situation by no fault of their own. So this is it's been our demand from the beginning, and we're going to keep pushing for it, even though we get these terrible bills that the same thing's going to happen with the $1.3 billion that happened with the $100 million, which is it's not going to end up being dispersed. They've only put out, I haven't even spent half of the $100 million, and there's billions of dollars in rent debt right now because there's no way for people to access that money. So this is what we think is the best way to do it, and we think that at this point, with the failure of the other bill, it doesn't make sense for them not to listen to us now. They might as well try.
It's a human right, not just for the rich and right. Housing is a human right.